This tutorial concerns walls. Walls are created from the wall icon here. So I've actually used the chain wire method of actually inserting a wall, replacing single walls. I'd have to actually create 2 clicks for each wall. Putting a wall at right angles to an existing wall. I select an existing wall and the wall is dragged out at a right angle. For selecting a wall at a specific angle, let's select the angle to be 45 degrees, and we see that the wall is drawn at 45 degrees to the reference. I can also draw a parallel wall, and a wall midway to 2 points. And a wall at a set distance. So there are our wall placement tools. Control Z to get back to our original position. And we've got some additional wall editing tools here. We can divide a wall. So if I zoom in here, you can see that I've actually now divided that wall into 2 different parts. I can prove that by deleting one part. I can divide a wall and then drag it. I can select a wall and rotate its end. To demonstrate the next feature, I need to single wall. I need to draw a wall in another part of the wall, and I can actually show that we can then extend a wall. Or I can use this tool to extend it automatically. Or I can divide a wall into a number of equal parts. Again, prove it by deleting one of those parts. Zoom back out, Control Z to delete. I'm going to show you how to select a wall. Normally, when you select the wall, you'll highlight the outer edge or the inner edge. That's important for texturing. If I want to texture a wall, I want to texture the outside with brick, and I want to texture the inside with another kind of brick. So you can see what we have there. So rotate round, and we have our 2 different textures on our wall. I'm now going to show you how to place a bitmap onto a wall. We select our wall. Let's look for a bitmap. I have some bitmaps in the panorama. That's a nice image. We'll bitmap, and we can then select the dimensions to just scroll that wall out. So we can tile that image if we wish. So if I now rotate my wall round, there we have a bitmap on our wall. You can also drag bitmaps. Let's and some brickwork. These are just ordinary texture bitmaps, BMP files, which we can then select and then drag on. And any wall that does not have a bitmap or a texture applied already is applied with that texture. Selecting the wall dialog by double clicking on the wall gives you an additional option here called Edit Wall Outline, and here I can edit the wall say OK, and here we've now put a cutout into the wall. If I look at that in 3D, you'll see what we've done. That's quite useful for putting sloped walls under a staircase. And another feature we've got is the ability to change the hatch pattern and also the wall colour. So if we want to create a wall which has got a special fill or a different special colour, and we can actually do that as a solid colour. So the pattern colour is now also blue. And so on. Just do Control Z to delete that. Note when we divide a room into half by placing a wall, we get two rooms, room 1 and room 2. If I wish to divide an area into half by not actually creating an actual wall, I can use the virtual wall. Now what that's done is to create room 2 and room 3, but you'll see that's actually been achieved by not actually putting a wall into that position. So if you've got a kitchen diner and you actually want to define the kitchen from the dining room area without actually putting a physical wall in, that's one method you can achieve that. You may be asking what where this comes from. If I double click on a room area, go to text, I can actually select what information is displayed, from floor space to room volume, information, and I can take the name out, and I can also select what kind of texture is on the floor and the ceiling, but we'll come across that in another part of the tutorials. So that concludes our rather short tutorial on walls.